Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
down. Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st down, Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And Incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 13 yards out. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jackson now. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good bounce back after giving him a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And some room to maneuver. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing with 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I love where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. They were trying to get down, even though they weren't successful.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Lawrence will throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC WildCard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ravens offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my Brad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's fully Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that was sending them back to the drawing board.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, middle. 13.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. They'll go option on second down, right side. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Etienne up the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, Lawrence. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 44. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Auden Tate, 51 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It's John Simon with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Ready?
A final shot now for Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card.